Sal Paladonio, as always, is in Philadelphia for us. Sal, what is going on as we get set for this one between the Eagles and the Rams?
I got one word for you, Michael. How about hail? It was freezing rain, snow, and now it is hail. It's all kind of I-95 yuck right now coming down here in South Philadelphia. About an hour before game time, it's supposed to start snowing and snow throughout the game. Here's the weather alert just handed to me by VP of Grounds, Tony Leonard for Lincoln Financial Field. And the weather alert says 2 to 4 inches will accumulate by 5 p.m. So they will be playing in what Tony Leonard said would be a snow globe here at Lincoln Financial Field. And the preparations that are being done by the equipment staff for both of these teams, but particularly for the Eagles, is to find the right size cleat, especially if you're running back Saquon Barkley, because so much of what the Eagles do offensively goes through their running game. He had a great day, of course, everybody knows, in Week 12 against the Rams out there in Los Angeles. And yesterday, I was on the phone with LaShawn McCoy, who had a very famous snow game here. And I'll do my Chris Berman imitation. I was there. I remember 2013, December 8th, he ripped off 2 big runs in the snow to bring the Eagles back in that football game against the Detroit Lions. The quarterback that day, of course, was Matthew Stafford. And Shady told me that Saquon texted him yesterday, quote, "Hey, bro, how'd you do so well in the snow?" And so later on in the day, Saquon and I were texting back and forth, and he texted me and he said he sent the recipe for running in the snow to Saquon and to the equipment staff. As you can see, the text was on the screen. But basically, the 2 running backs were getting together to try to figure out to get the right cleats, because we're going to be playing football in the snow here in South Philadelphia, Greeny.
2 to 4 inches before 5 o'clock, which should be sometime in the third quarter. All right, Sal, outstanding as always, and we'll be counting on you throughout this day. Let's do opening kicks. Awesome. Weather, a huge factor today. We'll be talking about it at length. In fact, we will have a very close look at some of the special provisions that the players and the coaches will be making for the game. But let us do opening kicks here. What do these teams need to get right? Teddy, go first.
All right, I'll focus on the Philadelphia Eagles and how they need to deal with those 2 to 4 inches of snow. And Kellen Moore, offensive coordinator, you look at that play card, wherever it says give it to Saquon, call that play, because you are going to let that big offensive line lean on this Ram defensive line. That's the way it should be. Don't get cute here. You got the best running back in the game this season. Let him show it. You want to hit a couple slants to AJ, get it going, safe passing game. Weather's going to matter, though. Keep it safe, keep it short, give it to Saquon.
All right, let's stay with this game, but on the other side of the ball. Listen, if the Rams are going to win today, it is going to be because of their quarterback, Matthew Stafford, and throwing the football. And one thing he's going to have to do specifically is beat man coverage. You can see him out there right now with the weather, freezing rain, snow expected later. He is going to get a big dose of man. All season long, they are one of the best offenses against zone. They have struggled specifically against man, and they did in this first matchup. They went 0 for 8 on 3rd down. They're going to have to figure it out today to have a chance. Let's see it, Rams. Come on, Matthew.
Brew mentioned the Kellen Moore when it says give it to Saquon. Well, guess what? Todd Monken, offense corner of the Ravens, give it to Derrick Henry. Any of those plays? Yeah, let's give it to him. 199 yards the last time these two teams met. Last week, 26 carries for Derrick Henry, 183 yards. The conditions tell you to run it. Hard to tackle a guy in the cold, especially that big beast.
All right, fellas, I'll finish it up with the Buffalo Bills and how just everything Josh Allen has to be for this team. Running the football, quarterback called runs. I mean, the offensive line, bringing in the extra lineman, Anderson, and then letting him work. You got to run the football, Josh. James Cook also has got to complement that, but this guy, he's going to have to put on the cape, fellas.
Weather's going to be a factor in that one.
Breasted overcoat. Go ahead, young man.
Let's see if he is ready.
I can
for
see
another.
Shady McCoy wearing that.
He had over 300 yards of total offense when these teams met in Week 12. Still to come, Patrick Mahomes looking to do something no quarterback has done in the Super Bowl era, the three-peat. You'll hear from the Chiefs after the game last night. Plus, coming up, two of the most exciting quarterbacks in history facing off tonight. Allen, Lamar. Teddy takes us inside the impossible task of defending Allen, and we all know Lamar is not playing games.
We compete against each other. I'm trying to beat you. I'm not trying to be your friend.
Everybody wants to be my enemy.
I haven't achieved all my ambitions. They've always been about more than just football. Even as a kid, I wanted to get my money right and have the financial freedom to